show them? Look how beautiful the colors are in there. Already my body is saying, yes, I want this.
Okay, so I haven't completed it. I just wanted y'all to see the jelly. I like to use the softer part of the jelly as opposed to the hard. I find it soaks up a lot of the flavor a lot better. Okay, and you can dice it, you can julienne it, strip it however you want. And once you add it in, so I grated some cucumber, about 4 cucumbers in here. I like using the cherry tomatoes as opposed to the bigger ones. You don't want too moist. I put in, this will be 2 pints of mushrooms. I like using the white mushrooms, but you can use the criminy ones if you want to. A little black pepper. I saved the Scotch bonnet for you guys so that we could put that in. Because yesterday when I did it, it was kind of hot. Just kind of hot.
We like it hot, don't we?
Right. You can use white or red onions. About 1/4 of an onion. You don't want too much because that can overwhelm the flavor.
And what flavor are you trying to achieve?
I want the flavors to be kind of balanced. The most important thing is that it's not too hot and not too lemony. Alright? So you want the flavors to kind of balance out. And I try not to use the seeds when I put in the... It didn't help yesterday though. I didn't put in the seeds and it was still really hot. You didn't find it? It was kind of hot.
And the flavor, like the smell is
Yeah, because it kind of starts pickling right away.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of cool.
Is this something they have to let it sit for a while?
You don't have to. Once you finish the dish and you have other things to do, you finish those, and then you can serve it. No problem.
And what do you usually serve it with?
Well, I put this in as a starter, but obviously you could do it with breadfruit. You pick up breadfruit on the side.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I know you're wondering raw breadfruit, but breadfruit goes through different stages. So you know that if you leave it on a tree, it will get nice and soft and sweet. So you pick it before it gets to that stage, and it's like cooked by the sun, so you don't have to do anything to it. Then you can take it and pickle it and put it on the side.
So it sounds like so you have to do a day ahead preparation for
Yeah, you usually have
to.
to.
And I find breadfruit is very hard to pick a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't been very lucky with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could we're going to put some avocado on the side of this one. Yeah, you could do that.
So how many people can be fed with this now?
Well, this particular one, we're sampling today, but
Yes.
we would do maybe 6 people.
6 people? Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, the sauce will be just part of the plate. Yeah, because you could put other things.
So altogether the preparation is how long?
Depends on how much you're doing, but this here will take you about half an hour.
Okay.
We can put some lemon, and I did try to get some limes, but I'm not, yeah, here they are. So it's definitely a different flavor when you use the limes as opposed to the lemons.
So how can we find this recipe if I want to emulate this?
The BTMI's website
Okay.
will have the recipes.
How many people here have tried put it themselves, like made it themselves? Okay, when do you usually cook it? I just want to know so I can get my times so I can get there to bring the family over. I'm just letting you know. You're okay with that, right? My husband is a chef. Chef Lanox, he runs the Bajan Shack, doing the fish fry. He does most of the cooking. I stay out of the kitchen. I'm not doing too well in that regard. But it should be simple because you got Google. All you have to do is YouTube it and you just follow it step by step. It shouldn't be difficult, but I seem to have challenges in that.
Alright, so we're down to the Scotch bonnet now.
Okay.
So, seeds in or seeds out?
Oh, we'll mention the site. Okay, can you mention the website again?
The BTMI? Yeah, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. They're going to, the recipes aren't on there yet. We all have to submit them, if that's what you're looking for. They're not there yet.
So take us through what you're doing now.
Alright, so I'm just trying to cut away the skin, leave the seeds, throw those away.
It sounds like you had a bad experience.
Alright, and then you just chip this up small so that it can get throughout the recipe. No problem there. The yellow ones tend to be a little hotter than the red ones, so I chose the red one for you today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I always thought the red was.
I use the yellow ones in pepper sauce, so you gain a little pepper sauce to take away with you. The yellow ones are in there. It's nice digestive pepper sauce. Alright.
So you're just mixing that up?
Yeah. And then we're going to, but we're going to just put it one side so that we can put it in the sampling plate.
So just a reminder, I think there were some notes here that the $2 tickets for sampling, correct? You can get them at the door. Does everyone have their tickets? No, you didn't know? Okay. Young lady at the door who is selling the tickets. Some people here have no idea that there's tickets sold. Oh, you're the gentleman there, okay. All right, so they have to come over there to get it. Okay. After she's done, you can go over there and get the tickets.
There are a few people that wanted subs from yesterday. They didn't show up yesterday, but they made sure I made it today.
So putting themselves usually is something that we do on a Saturday in Barbados, right?
Yeah, it's a tradition.
And you know where the tradition began?
Yeah,
Yes, tell us a story.
it's a bit of a slave story
Yeah?
where you put in what is left over. They found a way to pickle it and preserve it and make a dish, a survival dish, and it's gone down through history. And now we're taking it and modernizing it and veganizing it so it's healthier.
Okay.
Because you know when it started it was the entrails and that kind of stuff was very different. Now when you get those at home they're using actually lean meat and they pickle everything now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it's kind of cool.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Alright, so this is the finished product.
Are those colors
I'm going
beautiful?
to actually plate some. So we have dish of it. I'll show you.
That looks so good. If I start to salivate, please forgive me. All right, I apologize. Kleenex. Okay, lovely.
And now I'm going to put on a little avocado.
Now, is the taste going to be exactly the same or similar or a little off from what we used to?
But you can tell me when you have some. Alright?
Now, with the coconut, you can use this with anything else to replace any kind of protein or meat?
Yeah, so this is a really good fat. So you can use that now to, you can put it in other dishes, you can put it in, I put it in smoothies.
Oh, okay. How many people make smoothies? Okay, so now you're going to start using some of this in your smoothies, now that you know you have to have that good fat.
Okay, so, here we go. So you got
There's the
our
finished product. What do you guys think? She made it look really, really easy, right? There's no sweat happening here, no stress levels.
Oh, behind, they tried it behind, yeah. Oh, yeah.
CD flavor spot.
But they need to angle them. Ah, that's all you need to do is angle the
And
mirror.
what would you accompany this with? So you said that this was just a starter. What would be nice to follow?
So what
with
we're
this?
going to do next is we're going to do some coconut oil rice
Okay.
as our next dish. Okay?
This is dish number one.
Yes. I'm actually going to, when we're finished, I'll cut up the rest of the avocado in it for you. Alright, so let's talk about the wild rice a little bit. We had a lot of questions about the rice yesterday, so let's start with that.
Yeah, because it's not peas and rice, but rice and peas here.
So you want a rice that you're not cooking, and the only rice that you don't cook will be the wild rice. You can soak that and overnight in warm water, and it actually blooms. Okay?
Probably wouldn't work from that far back. Because
I want to do it because we're in Canada, and this is where the wild rice comes from. And then I combine it with, so we do this dish at home weekly, so we combine it with coconut, and coconut flavor really pops with it. And if you want to do rice and peas, you can get sprouted peas. You know, the sprouted lentils or green peas, and use those in it. And then you kind of make your rice. The rest of the rice is similar to what we're used to making it. I mean, I put in a little zucchini, red and yellow. I was really glad to see yellow zucchini, so we don't really get that at home. But we're going to put in some thyme. We're going to put in some walnuts and coconuts. I just have them in here so that I can just... So this was dry coconut, about a cup of dry coconut and a cup of walnuts. You can use whatever nut you prefer. At home we tend to use cashews. They're easily available, but they're creamier. Walnuts is because we're here. And this is good brain food, so it is something that you should try to incorporate in some of your dishes. You can put it in your salads if you don't want to do this particular dish, but walnuts is definitely something you should use on a regular basis.
What are some of the health benefits to wild rice as opposed to...
Well, rice is actually a seed. It's not rice as the traditional sense, and it's proteinaceous. So this is actually a protein dish, as opposed to all the other rices you have. They're carbohydrates, right? So
that word.
some of the health benefits from it would be what?
the main benefit is that is proteinaceous. You get your proteins and amino acids from it. Everything else is wild, so the nutrients are higher. It is a dark color, so the antioxidants are higher. So, but in terms of rich in vitamin C or B, none of those things. Okay. The other cool thing about this is that it grows in water, so it's getting the nutrients from that kind of source. So they grow in the lakes. It's something that the native Indians have to go. They actually have to kind of harvest it into a boat. It's not
Lake
something.
Ontario.
It's very. The whole process is kind of cool, and they actually stomp on it to get the sheaths off and all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole process. I've actually gone and seen them do it, but you gotta go up north and that kind of stuff. All right, so then you can add a bit of orange juice to it, because you now got to pull out the flavors. Let me use a smaller orange. I have a tangerine here. Can use that. And you can put a little oil if you want, olive oil, coconut oil. I'm going to use coconut oil today.
Now, are you concerned about being organic, like buying organic vegetables, organic fruits, or is there not much of a difference?
Barbados is kind of, at home, there is not a lot of organic. You either have normal commercial things or things are wild. There's not a lot in between. We have a few farmers that are doing organic greens and so on, and at home we definitely use those. Up here you guys get more organic, so you could decide for yourself, which is really cool.
Okay.
And we're going to use some Himalayan salt today. It's good to use a Himalayan. This is a rock salt or a sea salt, so you're getting some minerals from your salt and not just a plain old table salt, which is chemical, yeah?
How many people use sea salt right now? So some are, you know. So now we're going to start. Everyone else has not.
We're going to put in a little cilantro.
Oh, I love cilantro. Put cilantro in everything.
I think so.
So you can change up the flavors of this if you want as well. So you can put in all the same ingredients, for example, and you can do it one time with olive oil or coconut oil, because those are similar. But then another time you can do it with like sesame oil and grate a little ginger in it. So it has a completely different flavor then, yeah? But it's the same dish. Yeah, so things like that you could do.
So when you come up with these recipes, it's like a trial and error. You have something envisioned and you just see what works.
No, it's been about 16, 17 years of trial and error to get to. Because you grow up on certain dishes that are all cooked. I'm doing raw vegan. It's not even just vegan, it's raw vegan. And now you're trying to get dishes that taste like that. It's not been easy. And my mom has had to be put through the ringer in terms of taste this, try that. Does this taste right?
Now you said something about raw vegan and vegan. What's the difference?
Okay, so vegan overall is that there's no meat, no dairy, no fish, anything like that. And raw vegan means that you're not cooking it either. So you're preparing the food without cooking it. Okay, so to make something vegan, like say you were doing cuckoo, the cuckoo in itself will still be vegan, right? Because it's just cornmeal. But now to make it raw, you have to figure out now how to make this thing without cooking it.
Oh, jeez.
Right? Don't worry, it is possible. That's why I told you my mom had to go through me trying things. This don't taste good. Try it again.
But what inspired you? Did you get fed up?
I think it's fascinating that the food can be prepared without cooking it. That you can come up with complete dishes. This is really creative and cool.
Yeah, I'm going to tell my sons about it because they're always asking me to cook, and they're 26 and 24, and I'm tired. Right?
Yes, but taking them raw vegan is hard, isn't it? Alright, I feel like I'm missing something. We got the dry coconut in here, we put in the walnuts, the zucchini, salt, cilantro, orange juice. No, everything seems to be in here.
Do we have any questions? Any questions out of the audience about what she's preparing? The coconut oil.
Very good. Thank you.
You want to come up?
Yeah.
Sous chef. She's now a sous chef.
That's very good.
Now,
I
there's
thought
so
about
many.
it, but I didn't put it in. Alright, you don't need a lot of oil. Just a little bit. It tends to help to lubricate things, but
Does it matter which type of brand that you use? I see that you have your President's Choice. Because there's a slew of items and you just don't know which is the best one to use.
well, you're up here for a weekend, so you don't have a lot of choice in terms of at home, we have a lady that she makes the oil on a regular basis, so the oil is a lot fresher in terms of, it's just different at home because everything you get, you don't realize it till you get up here and you have to buy everything. But there's a company called O's that pretty much every month they make fresh oil. So and once your turnover is high, you get new fresh oil every month. It's not like it's sitting for long periods. And that's what you're kind of used to.
This is turning out really nice.
Yeah. So we're going to plate a little bit of this, and then I'm going to do the curry plantain and put it on the side.
Curry plantain. I never had that. It's raw? It's raw. It's raw.
That's what you say, Lord God, may you got there.
Alright, so when it comes to the plantain, just like how you eat a banana when it's ripe, you can do the same thing with a plantain, right?
I didn't know that. I was farming
Yes,
in a lot of
most people don't do that. We take it and fry it up.
That's true.
But you just make sure it's ripe and firm.
Yeah.
And then you can just cut it up. And then you marinate it into whatever you want.
Okay.
So we do two different things with the plantain. This particular dish is, we're going to curry it. But we also make chips. And we take them and put cinnamon on it. So it has a completely different flavor now. But it's the same ripe, firm plantain. Yeah?
Okay. And how do you know, what did you say again to how to pick a plantain when you know it's right? Is you said it has to be firm and this is perfect.
Yeah, so once it starts,
Black
change it, yeah.
Okay. Mental note. Okay.
Alright, you don't want to put too much curry powder.